again and welcome to our 84th episode on the road. In the last one we visited an incredible cave city and a fort before finding yet another riverside camp spot with the cows. In this episode we crossed to the north of Georgia again, to the border with Russia and the ancient community of Ushguli. Come to this water tap, which we're thinking is coming from up the mountain just to fill our tanks up. I'm pretty sure they're almost empty, so we thought we'd make the most of it being here. And then we are still going to check out the hot spring on the way out and see if there's anyone there, but we do have a big day of driving ahead of us, so we'll just suss it out and have a look and see if it's worth stopping or not.
There is better ones in the northwest.
If you couldn't hear Mark, then there's better ones in the northwest. So, anyway, we're gonna do this and hit the road. We've just pulled up next to the river. There's like this rocky clearing next to it. There's a sulphur spring sort of as the track went down off the main road. We're going to camp here tonight and then continue tomorrow morning after brekkie up that valley. So we're actually really low right now. It's at, I think we're about 420 meters, and then tomorrow I think we're going up over 3,000. So the temperature is quite pleasant at the moment, but I'm expecting it to get a little bit cooler tomorrow.
I remember when I was hiking in Peru many years ago, one of the suspension bridges was washed away and we had to cross one of the raging rivers much bigger than this. In something very similar to that, there was two people and our backpacks had to go across the river.
Were you scared?
You have a bit of blind faith, really, because you don't have a choice. Long way back.
So today we are heading to Ushguli, which is 90 kilometres away. It's supposed to take 2 hours. There's a pass we've got to go over on the way there just before Ushguli, which is kind of up the valley and around the corner. But this spot was good, over the minefield out here, which we're going to go back over now. A little bit of a bumpy drive, but that's what the Troopy's good for.
Alright.
Time to hit the road.
Hit it.
Absolutely perfect day up here. It was about a week ago when we were in the east. We saw the weather report for today, tomorrow, and I think Sunday, and it was just the only clear days. And we joked about being able to come up here then, and we thought it was way too far away to make it this up here today. So, but it's actually all fallen into place with our trip down south. So that's just great. And yeah, the river is just crazy. It's still, the amount of water still pumping down there, and across those floodplains, like where we camped last night, it was on a floodplain, and they're so wide. I could just imagine the amount of water that comes down here after the winter during the melt. There's a lot of the roads also washed away, which they seem to be just constantly repairing. And I think the last section of the road up to the pass, I'm interested to see what that's going to be like, because I think it's still under construction. But hopefully this weather's cleared a bit of the rain out, which we had earlier during the week. Oh, the road is beautiful. Seems like a nice, peaceful way of life up here. Just all the farms and the old houses, and everyone just, the pace is a little bit slower than it is around the capital, which is nice.
You want to move here?
Yeah, I'd happily move here.
The top of the pass, So we've come up this way and we're heading down this way to Ushguli, which is only about another 9 k's down the road. So we'll stop there and have lunch. But this drive was absolutely stunning. It was so much fun. Mark was actually flying the drone and I was driving. So yeah, it was an extra fun little drive for me.
So I made it to Ushguli. Ushguli is actually there's these 4 villages here, which are just beyond the Troopy. You can see the tops of these towers, which kind of a lot of the villages in Cervantes have. They're called Sven Towers, and they're little defensive towers. We'll show more of them later. But we just stopped here to grab some lunch and check out our view. Incredible. Those 2 glaciers there, and we're going to go and try and find a camp spot around to the right of the valley. But we'll just grab some lunch. This is khachapuri and just some bread and the salad, which is pretty standard here, and some local cheese. It's pretty good.
And you've got another dish coming.
Oh,
I over-ordered again.
Jolly has a habit of ordering heaps of food. But it's okay because we just throw it in the fridge and have it for dinner usually.
Alright, I'm hungry. So we've just finished lunch and we're going to go for a walk around town now because the sun isn't going to set for ages. So we've still got plenty of time before we have to go and find somewhere to camp. There's a few spots which we are going to check out to go and camp, just tracks that we've seen on the way in. But first stop, we're going to go and check the glacier out. And then, yeah, there's a few other options if we don't decide to stay there. But lovely day for a little walk through the town. It's a really cute little town. There's lots going on. There's actually a fair few tourists here, which kind of expected.
Yeah, but I think they're all starting to head off soon, so I think later this afternoon, early in the morning, we should have the place to ourselves.
There's heaps of these people. I don't know if these guys are local or tourists, but they're riding around on the horses.
I think they're local because they know how to ride really well. As Mark mentioned, Ushguli is a community of 4 villages located at the foot of Mount Shkara, the 3rd tallest mountain in Europe. Sitting at 2,100 metres, Ushguli has a population of around 200 people and is one of the highest continuously inhabited settlements in Europe, dating back to around the 8th century. The area is cut off by snow for 6 months each year, which, combined with the quality of roads, has preserved many of the village's medieval characteristics, including defensive Sven towers. These towers, which are also houses, are between 3 and 5 stories tall and were built primarily between the 9th and 12th centuries. Because of the preservation and traditional architecture, Ushguli and the surrounding area was recognised as the Upper Sveneti UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996. Thanks for watching. Join us in the next episode where we head to one of our favourite camp spots. See ya!